That is so cheap when you put me among the ones that I do not support and will never support, like a movement or a celebrity. This is how I know that you really have no victories. You have just the appearance created and nothing but that. This is so pathetic. Apart from it being perverse, obviously. Perverted politics of the losers. Movements that I have nothing to do with, like what? One, I do not support the civic platform. Or COD. I put my trust in the civic platform in 2006. It was Radek Sikorski's reach. I was moved by the tears in his eyes when he was leaving the office of the Minister of Defense in the Law and Justice government. I had been working towards solving the problem of Muslim terrorism since 2001, starting with my Saint Hill training in 2002, 2003, working as an English teacher afterwards. I was to be a mediator. It was my decision in 2001, which took me from my literature teacher academic path which took me off from my literature teacher academic path as a response to the 11th of September. Another defining line of my politics was Tibet, the independent, free, traditional, and factually monarchic, which is not the decision of the Tibet nowadays, but mine. I was not aware of the monarchic slant of my mind at the time, though privately I had always lived in my kingdom. Metaphorically, I loved my dad because he had treated me like a princess. I believe it is in my genes. My definition of freedom includes morality and lawfulness. The civic platform also promised to fight nepotism, cronyism. These values have been betrayed. At the time, I had no idea anyone could ever attack my virginity and purity, which are essential for my contacts with the extremist Muslim world. I was to go to Pakistan and negotiate with Al Qaeda in person. I was the person to do it because my intentions are pure. I am truthful and honest, and I respect their values factually, not in words or politically. It is more than tolerance. Additionally, I have the courage to speak about the real life problems, like damage to women's bodies or maltreatment of wives and other women. It does not call for obedience. It is important to talk and find understanding. I could be an example of the European woman who is educated, independent, strong, and still a virgin. Proud of her ideal of the real womanhood. which is meeting the only man, falling in love with him, getting married, having children, and supporting him, standing up for our common ideals when he's in trouble. The intimate sexual life is none of anyone's business, and no one has the right to ask my husband about him getting his blowjobs or not. My attitude is definite. It is impure. It is impurity and perversion. And I am certain one can find it in sacred books, which might have been suppressed. It corresponds to the Eastern order of chakras. The violation of my ideals means a war that will be fought until it is won by me and my world, whatever it takes. Two, I have nothing to do with Nowoczesna. I hate modernity. I offered my idea of modernity through the noble queendom of Agnipolitania, my virginal world of spiritual ideals, uniting all religions under God, including the ancient ones. It was a breakthrough policy with a long-term stable peace strategy. All would have been saved. Our natural environment and the humankind. Our culture would have been high and great. Poland would have been a power, heading for a superpower status in spiritual terms. Traditional life is the power. 3. I have nothing to do with the women's life. I can teach them and learn with them, but I totally disagree with their attitude to life. I am against abortion, and I consider it valid only in the case of rape, where God should have heeded. I have no idea what moral choice should be made when the child is in a disastrous condition in pregnancy, because I do not know what happens to the person. Before I thought the spirit would simply move to a different body. End of the problem. Now I think it might be, now I think it might not be the case, which changes the perspective. Four, dancing is not having sex. 5, I shall never support a power that manipulates people. This is my sacred creed. 6, we all are individuals. 7, all forms of prostitution are forbidden. 8, my family is sacred, and I have missed something on the way. Were I married, I would use only where I married, I would use only natural methods to prevent unwanted pregnancy, but I would not mind having more than 3 children if I am strong enough. Agnieszka Beata Magdalena Roy, from Krakow, from Poland. the 5th of February 2021, 25 past 9 a.m.